All right, this is the week 8 recap. Uh, this first one we're going to do Chargers and Minnesota Vikings. So we have Justin Herbert, 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, long for 93, 17 for 20, 85% completion rate. For Minnesota, we have J.J. McCarthy, 164 yards, 2 interceptions, long of 21. One was sacked one time, 14 for 25, 56 percentage completion rate. Rushing for Chargers, we have Keaton Mitchell. He went 9 for 91, no touchdowns, long was 15. We also have for the Chargers, Amarion Hamilton, 8 for 50, 1 touchdown. For Minnesota, we have Desmond Claiborne, 7 for 40, 0 touchdowns. For receiving, we have for the Chargers, Brennan Thompson, 4 receptions, 133 yards, 1 touchdown, long of 93. For Minnesota, we have Justin Jefferson, 4 for 73, 0 touchdowns, long of 21. And on defense for Minnesota, we have Joshua Metellus, 7 tackles, no sacks. Also for Minnesota, we have Jacob Thomas, rookie, 7 total tackles. For the Chargers, we have Dayan Henley, 6 tackles. And coming in second for the Chargers was Tarheeb Steele, 5 total tackles. Let's see what the sacks was like. For sacks, we have DJ Jones for the Chargers, 1 sack. And my man, that was the lone sack for that whole game. Okay, on to the next one. All right, next up we got Jets at Bengals. You gotta excuse me, my kids are in the background if you hear them. So we have Joe Burrow for Cincinnati, 387 yards, 3 touchdowns, long of 29. He was 31 for 40 for 77% completion rate. For New York Jets, we have Cade Klubnik, 229 yards, 3 touchdowns, a long of 65, was sacked one time, 12 for 23 for 52%. All right, rushing, we have Breece Hall for the Jets, 3 attempts on 61 yards, 1 touchdown. For Cincinnati, we have Chase Brown, 10 for 42, 1 touchdown. Receiving, we have Chase Brown for the Bengals, 9 receptions, 103 yards, 1 touchdown, long was 22. We also have Mike Gillespie, Penn State, Cincinnati, 8 receptions, 94 yards, long of 26. For the New York Jets, we have Breece Hall, 1 reception, 65 yards, 1 touchdown, long of 65. We also have Tyreek Hill, 3 receptions, 65 yards, a long of 51. And defensively, we got Rayshon Jenkins, strong safety, 15 total tackles for the Jets, 1 tackle for loss. We also have D'Angelo Pons, rookie cornerback for the Jets, 11 total stops. And leading the way for Cincy was Ashton Davis, strong safety, 3 total tackles. All right. What are we looking like on the sacks? We have Jahan Tavi, Cincinnati, Will Backer for 1 sack. Oh, that's a long sack for that game, too. Right. Next up, Giants versus Eagles at Eagles. All right, we got Jalen Hurts for the Eagles, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Turn that down. He went 13 for 16. For the Giants, we have Jackson Dart, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. 6 for 11, 54%. All right, rushing, we have for the Eagles, Saquon Barkley, 13 attempts on 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, long of 70. We also have Jalen Hurts, 4 for 46, long of 28. For the Jets, we have Tyrone Tracy, 8 attempts, 34 yards, no touchdowns. Cam Scadaboy, rookie, 10 attempts, 29 yards, no touchdowns. Our receiving, we have Isaiah Likely, tight end for the Giants, 2 receptions, 40 yards, no touchdowns. For Philadelphia, we have Dallas Goedert, 2 receptions, 29 yards, 0 touchdowns. Defensively, for the Giants, we have Javon Holland, 7 total tackles. For Philly, we have Cooper Dion, 5 total stops. And Trayvon Edmonds for the Giants, 5 total stops. Philly, Tyreek Woolen, 6'4" corner, 5 total tackles. And for sacks, yeah, no sacks that game either. On to the next. Up next, we got 49ers versus Texans. All right, we got Brock Purdy for the 49ers, 281 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 sack, 13 for 19, 68%. For Houston, we have C.J. Stroud, 347 yards, 5 touchdowns, along with 65. He was sacked 3 times, 21 for 31, 67%. Rushing, we have Christian McCaffrey for the 49ers, 13 attempts for a whopping 261 yards, 5 touchdowns, along of 83. Oh, yeah, he got down. For Houston, we have David Montgomery, 9 attempts, 54 yards, 1 touchdown, along of 19. And for the receiving section, we have Nico Collins for the Texans, 5 receptions, 124 yards, 1 touchdown, along with 65. And for 49ers, we have George Kittle, 6 receptions, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns, along with 44. Coming in second for Houston was Jaden Higgins, 6'4" rookie, 5 receptions, 94 yards, 3 touchdowns, along with 35. Defensively, Upton Stock for 49ers, 7 total tackles. Houston, Jalen Petrie, 7 total tackles. And the sack read, Jair Brown, Penn State alum, Penn State, 1 sack. Also, Sheldon Rankins for the Houston, 1 sack. Tatum Bethan, 49ers, 1 sack. Nick Boza, 1 sack for the 49ers. And that's the recap of that one. Up next, we got the Bears at Ravens. Caleb Williams, Bears, 157 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, sacked 3 times, along with 39, 16 for 28, 57%. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, 21 yards. It's a long day for him. 2 interceptions, 4 for 13. Rushing, Lamar Jackson, 5 for 101 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 broken tackle, long of 58. Derrick Henry for the Ravens, 5 for 74, 1 touchdown, long of 53. For the Bears, DeAndre Swift, 8 for 48, 0 touchdowns, along with 43. Receiving, Rome Anduzian, 3 receptions, 58 yards, 0 touchdown, along with 39 for the Bears. Also for the Bears, DeAndre Swift, 5 for 29, 0 touchdowns, along with 11. And for Baltimore, Adam Randall, 1 reception, 8 yards, 0 touchdowns. Defensively, Nate Wiggins, Baltimore, 7 total tackles. Jalen Hawkins, Baltimore, 6 total tackles. Chicago, Jalen Johnson, 5 total tackles. And for Baltimore, Shadu Alwaze, 5 total tackles. Oh, and Jalen Hawkins had 1 interception. Now sacks. Cal Van Noy, 2 sacks. Baltimore, Trey Hendrickson, 1 sack. And that wraps up the sacks. All right. So on to the next recap. All right, we got the Bills and Panthers. All right, we have Josh Allen for Buffalo, 234 yards, 1 touchdown, long of 29, 2 sacks, 23 for 34, 67%. For Carolina, we have Kenny Pickett, 99 yards, long of 16, 1 sack, 9 for 20. Rushing, Chubb Hubbard, 23 attempts, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, long of 8. For Buffalo, we have Josh Allen, 4 for 29, 0 touchdown, long of 9 yards. Receiving, we have Khalil Shakir for Buffalo, 4 receptions, 61 yards, 0 touchdowns, long of 29. Buffalo, Dalton Kincaid, 7 receptions, 57 yards, 1 touchdown, long of 12. For Carolina, Jalen Coker, 3 receptions, 32 yards, 0 touchdown, long of 16. And defensively, Dorian Williams, Buffalo, 9 tackles. L'Jarius Sneed, Buffalo, 8 tackles. Caleb Elarms Orr, rookie, 8 tackles for Buffalo. For Carolina, Nick Scroton, 7 tackles. Carolina, Jace Horn, 7 tackles. And Devin Lloyd, Carolina, 7 tackles. And for sacks, we have Nick Scroton with 1 sack. We have Isaiah Simmons with half a sack for Carolina. Ed Oliver for Buffalo, 1 sack. And Trayshawn Wharton, Carolina, half a sack. All right, next recap. We have Dolphins and Falcons. Michael Penix, Atlanta, 164 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 13 of 22 attempts. Hello. All right. Let's make sure my mic was up. And then we have for Miami, Malik Willis, 82 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, long of 35, 1 sack, was sacked 1 time, 9 for 12 in completion, 75% completion rate. All right, rushing, Malik Willis for Miami, 10 attempts, 81 yards, 3 touchdowns, long of 34. For Atlanta, Bijan Robertson, 9 attempts, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns, a long of 37. And for Miami, Devon Aiken, 14 attempts, 75 yards, long of 19. Receiving, Kyle Pitts, senior, 4 receptions, 102 yards, 1 touchdown, long of 75. Miami, Cole Kmet, 2 receptions, 52 yards, a long of 35. Now defensively, Miami, Xavier Woods, 7 total tackles. Miami, Jordan Brooks, 7 total tackles. Atlanta, Xavier Watts, 7 total tackles. Atlanta, Christian Harris, 7 total tackles. And for sacks, James Pierce Jr., Atlanta, 1 sack. And that was a lone sack. All right. So now we have Buccaneers at Saints. Baker Mayfield, 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, along with 47. 23 for 32, 71%. Tyler Show for Saints, 193 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, along with 46. It was sacked 3 times. 18 for 28, 64%. Rushing, we have Alvin Kamara for the Saints, 11 attempts, 74 yards, 0 touchdown, longer 33. For Tampa Bay, we have Bucky Irvin, 11 attempts, 21 yards, 0 touchdowns, a longer 14. For receiving, we have Juju Smith-Schuster for Bucks, 6 receptions, 107 yards, 0 touchdown, a longer 47. For Tampa Bay, we have Chris Godwin, Penn State, 6 receptions, 104 yards, 1 touchdown, a long of 37. And for Tampa Bay, we also have Emeka Ibuka, out of Ohio State rookie, 7 receptions, 103 yards, 1 touchdown, a long of 29. And he had a field day. Baker Mayfield showed out. Jalen Polk for New Orleans, 3 receptions, 65 yards, 1 touchdown, along with 46. Chris Olave, 5 receptions, 62 yards. New Orleans, 1 touchdown, along with 26. Defensively, Kool-Aid McKinstry, 10 total tackles for New Orleans. Alex Alonso, 10 total tackles for Tampa Bay. And as for sacks, Taki Smith, half a sack for Tampa Bay. Elijah Roberts, 1 sack for Tampa. Caleb Clancy, 1 sack for Tampa Bay. And a half a sack for Vita Vea, Tampa Bay. All right, next up we got Titans and Colts. All right, we have Cam Ward, 173 yards, 1 interception, 1 sack, 18 for 27, 66%. For Indianapolis, we have Daniel Jones, 101 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack, was sacked 1 time, 9 of 16 for 56%. Okay. And then for rushing, we have Jonathan Taylor, 12 for 89, 1 touchdown, long of 25. Tennessee, Tony Pollard, 12 attempts, 20 yards, 0 touchdowns. 7 yards was his long. Receiving, Gunnar Helm, Tennessee, 4 for 56, 0 touchdown, long of 20. 6'5" rookie, big boy. Alex Pierce for the Colts, 2 receptions, 42 yards, 0 touchdowns, long of 22. Defensively, Cameron Bynum, Colts, 13 total tackles. Tennessee, Jermaine Johnson, 7 total tackles. 1 tackle for loss. And as for sacks, Latu, UCLA, by way of Indianapolis Colts, 1 sack. Jackie Marshall, Tennessee, 1 sack. And that is that recap. All right, I think I got time to do one more here. All right, Packers at Steelers. Jordan Love, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 sacks, 28 for 38, 73%. His long was 29. Pittsburgh, Penn State again, Penn State. Drew Allard, 214 yards, 1 touchdown, long with 27. My boy was sacked 4 times, 18 of 25, 72%. Rushing, Caleb Johnson, Pittsburgh, 18 of 76, 1 touchdown. Long was 9 yards. Green Bay, Josh Jacobs, 9 for 34, 2 touchdowns, long of 10 yards. And receiving, Jalen Reed, Green Bay, 7 receptions, 109 yards, 0 touchdowns, a long of 29. And for Pittsburgh, DK Metcalf, 4 for 65, 0 touchdowns, a long of 27. Defensively, Xavier McKinley, Green Bay, 9 tackles. Zaire Franklin, Green Bay, 8 tackles. Jalen Ramsey, Pittsburgh, 7 tackles. And Patrick Queen, Pittsburgh, 7 tackles. And as for sacks, Zaire Green had a half a sack. Shaq Thompson for Pittsburgh had 1.5 sacks. Joey Porter, Pittsburgh, half a sack. Lucas Van Ness, Green Bay, half a sack. Alex Highsmith, half a sack. Devontae Watt, 1 sack, Green Bay. Michael Parson, 2 sacks, Penn State for Green Bay. And a half a sack for Derek Harmon, Pittsburgh. All right, guys, that's the recap. Over and out, and it was good being with y'all.